From Etheridge Stadium in Lamarck, Coug Sportsnet, we're a week late, but we proudly present to you the 2017 season opener between your Lamarck Cougars and the Galveston Ball High Tours. Yes, indeed, the Clash at the Causeway is back. Brandon Williams alongside Mike Lockwood, Lewis Perrin Jr., and of course, we'll talk about our fallen friend, Lewis Perrin Sr.
He's got better seats than we do.
He's got better seats than we do, indeed.
As the mayor would say, he's got the ultimate press box view.
Yes, indeed. We have got the Skittles for you, my friend. Obviously, the hurricane took precedence over a lot of what we had expected a week ago, but fortunately, we're safe, we're dry, and one gift that came out of this, guys, is the renewal of a rivalry we thought had ended in 2015.
You know what? It's not the game we thought we were going to have, but it's a great game anyway, and you're right. We were all disappointed, I think, whenever we saw that there wasn't going to be a Clash of the Causeway this year. But guess what? It's back, and we like it.
Certainly. It was originally supposed to be Provision Academy, but instead, thanks to Mike Jackson and Leland Servik out in Texas City ISD, and of course, for Galveston Ball, head coach Kimball Anders and athletic director Gerald Temple, they put it together, and we found out last Saturday that indeed we were going to have a football game, and we are going to get to see the Cougars with a big test against a very physical Galveston Ball High team that looks primed to try to return to the playoffs for the first time since 2009.
Mike and I have been watching them out there on the field during their warm-ups, and let me tell you, there's some big boys on the other side of that field. There's a couple of them. One of them, their center, number 56. I'll find his name here. Now I got the sheet.
Kyle Copeman.
Kyle Copeman, that's it. That man is a big boy.
Galveston Ball has got a lot of size. Both teams breaking in new offenses tonight. Cougars looking to be a little more up-tempo under offensive coordinator John Lonnies, and it will be the Galveston Ball High Tours former UH quarterback Jimmy Klingler. He's got a nice track record of being at Manville. He's bringing in a new up-tempo offense for the Tours. We'll see whose offense is the most complete after we get a national anthem and a coin toss. Coug Sportsnet, the regular season opener, is coming back right after this. Wonderful national anthem being played as we are moments away from kickoff. Our team captains for week one of the 2017 season: number 7, quarterback Miles Lonius; number 11, that is linebacker Jayton Bishop; number 50, your lineman and kicker Pedro Rubio; and number 99, Mr. Marlon Ford, for your team captains.
Mr. INT, Marlon.
Exactly, the pickoff king for Ball, Lewis.
You've got number 5, Hunter Jones; number 6, Austin Lawrence; number 35, and that is Javon Elliott; and number 66, a big boy out there in Dimitri Villarreal.
That's the one I was talking about.
Mr. Villarreal, you're not going to miss.
Yeah, you just hope he misses you.
I was going to say, I bet he doesn't miss the table either when he comes
Not
eating.
often.
Yeah, his one-loss record in Miss Mills is pretty solid.
Yeah, he's undefeated.
It's like we got Mr. Wayne Faircloth there down there, guys, getting ready to do the coin toss.
It's a pleasure to have him out for an event. Again, we are moments away. Crowds are slowly but surely filling up on this week one for football in the Houston area. Of course, we still want to remember a host of football teams that still aren't able to play, namely, most of the Clear Creek ISD schools, with the exception of Clearbrook, Dickinson, obviously, and Santa Fe. Those schools are not playing this week. They'll be back in action in week 3. Certainly hoping for the best, not just only for those student athletes, but for their cities themselves.
Yeah, I tell you what, Brandon, you and I were here the Thursday. It was a scrimmage against Wharton. The varsity team got on the field. You and I were going to do a dry run with the equipment. All of a sudden, one of the outer bands of Hurricane Harvey came across this stadium. Referee said, wrap it up, everybody go home. And that was the beginning of something that no one would ever expect over the next 3 or 4 days.
No, and it was an experience, it just measures from minuscule experiences such as mine, actually writing a story in the bathtub at 2:45 in the morning during the middle of a hurricane warning.
Yeah.
And, and getting splinters, but also, those that lost homes and especially those that, families that endured the loss of life. But one of the things that, was just truly remarkable during this is just the outpouring of support from the student athletes. Throughout the county, you saw, the athletes stepping up and delivering, regardless as to whether or not it was Lamarck Cougars helping a Dickinson Gator or a Friendswood Mustang helping a Clear Springs Charger. It didn't matter. What we saw was something that, we had not seen a lot of in this nation this year. Was just really a sense of unity, and it just seemed appropriate that Texas led by example.
Well, and Brandon, the Honorable Mayor Bobby Hawking, sitting up here with us, talking about him as the mayor of Lamarck, the human spirit, the togetherness, the people rising up. Didn't matter who you are, how wealthy you are, how poor you were, what color your skin, what you believe in. We're all one part of the human race, and the best is brought out, and sometimes in the worst of times.
Indeed, and stayed in touch with Mayor Hawking during the storm. I can tell you firsthand he did a remarkable job in Lamarck, and I'll speak for the city. I was very thankful to have, not only Mayor Hawking, but his staff that did an A-plus job as far as making sure that this city, withstood, 27 some odd inches of rain over the course of 24 hours.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah, that was one day's rain. It was every bit of pushing 50 over the course of the 3 days that we had.
That's right.
Yes. But
well, Lewis, getting down to business here, I think Lamarck is going to kick off.
They are kicking off. That's it. They won the coin toss, deferred, and they will be kicking off to Ball High. Ball High will be coming from our left to right. And Lamarck's defense, which I don't think we've got a nickname yet. They usually wait till the first. They usually wait till the first district game before we get that. But
we did see Mike Jackson had kind of kept me under wraps with this one, forced me to keep me under wraps on this one. We saw, if you're a wrestling fan from the 1990s, we saw the New World Order flag. Shades of Hollywood Hogan, Kevin Nash, Scott Hall.
That's it.
Too sweet indeed.
I love it.
So we will see the Cougars on defense to start.
Right quick, guys. How many times did Lamarck play Ball High? 47, 48?
48. This should be 49, I think.
Low squibber that is going to be fielded by number 24, Darren Jobe. And Jobe has got some room still going for he's finally stopped.
But then he took a hit.
Oh, he did. Took a wicked shot there. That was number 19, Russell Pickney, there with the tackle. And we will see the Lamarck defense. We'll break down the starters right now. Up front, number 17, Jerry Evans. Number 14, Joel Sumlin. Of course, in the nose, Marlon Ford, big number 99. And at end, you've got Gene G. the fourth. At linebacker, Justin Murray, Jaden Bishop. And in the secondary, Shandon Simon Pete. You've got the returning all-district performer in Jaden Walker. Tradavius Saldana at one safety spot in the corners. Cavius Simeon and Cam Henderson returning starters. 1st and 10 for the Taurus. Martavian Jackson at quarterback. High snap, throws it underneath the quick screen, and it is going to be bobbled but caught by number 82. That is going to be Cameron Ashton, junior wide receiver. And that is going to be a gain of around 8. So it'll be 2nd down and 2 at the 43-yard line.
Simon Pete and Christian Franklin over there making the stop.
Up tempo for the Taurus. 4 wide receivers set, 3 to the near. And it'll be a handoff and a huge hole for number 14. And that is going to be Clarence Dalton. And Dalton cuts through with that big Ball High line. Served him well. A massive hole that puts it down to the 28-yard line. So a gain of 29 yards on the carry.
Had a couple of hands on him right as he hit the line, but after that, there was nobody close until he was finally brought down over there again by Simon Pete.
Again, no huddle for the Taurus. Again, mentioned that they are playing a new-look offense, and it'll be again to number 14, and that's going to take him to around the 21-yard line. 2nd carry for Clarence Dalton.
Running behind that big offensive end over there, number 66, guys, for Ball High. That boy is a beast.
So pick up 5 So make it 2nd down and 5 for the Tours. Dalton, a sophomore, one of a 3-headed back, and only a jet sweep, and it is going to be stopped. Minimal gain, but it actually will be close to the 1st down, and that is going to be number 8, Jaden Bennett, on the jet sweep.
Jalen Walker made the first contact, almost had him down in the backfield, but that shows his strength as he was running through there.
And it'll be enough for a 1st down, so the Tours are going to move the chains again as they have 1st down and 10 to spot the ball at the Lamarque 16-yard line. 10-16 to go, 1st quarter. Tours driving on their opening drive of the season. Back to throw, Jackson swings it back, and it is going to be caught, breaking tackle, still out of bounds. With the lunge in the end zone, they're going to say he is down and around the 1-yard line. Catch was made by Bennett, and the Tours knocking on the door, and they waste no time. Gain of 15 on the play, and on play number 6, they are a yard away, a yard and a half away from punching in the end zone.
Tre'Vius Saldana just able to bring him down before he broke the plane.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line, 4 wide set. Jackson at quarterback. He will give it to the number 23, and that is going to be Nick Moore.
Whoa.
No gain.
No gain. Well, they said they stopped him just barely. I know it was the 2nd effort. Looked like he may have pushed through, but they had already blown it dead.
Boy, the nose of the football's right at the.
You can't get much closer than that.
No, you cannot.
2nd down and goal.
2nd down and 6 inches.
Yeah, that's probably a better way of describing it.
Yeah.
Getting 4 wide set. Moore in the backfield. They will have Bennett going in motion. They'll fake it to Bennett, and Moore's just going to walk in the end zone.
Ooh, that's a big running back.
He's 230 pounds of Nick Moore, and Moore is going to waltz in. And when you've got an offensive line the size of Ball with a 230-pound running back, you're going to impose your will on a lot of people. Just like that, it is Ball up 6-0 with 9:09 to go in the 1st quarter. The attempt, the extra point is going to be number 33, Zach Lerner. The junior. Holding the kick is number 6, Austin Lawrence. Low snap, and kick is going to be up, and Lerner is going to be no good. Hooked it a bit to the left, but nonetheless, the Tours marching downfield. 9 minutes, 9 seconds to go in the 1st quarter. It is Galveston ball 6, Lamarque nothing. Coug Sports Net will be right back. So Galveston ball marches downfield on their opening drive of the season. Capped off a 1-yard run by Nick Moore to make it 6-0.
Who we got back deep for Lamarque?
Back deep for Lamarque looks like number 22. That is going to be Devin Smith. And at number 4, Perry Preston. And it is going to be a high kick that's going to be in the direction of Preston at around the 14-yard line. Tries to turn a corner, but he is going to be stopped. Good special teams play there. Number 27, Rodnick Hockley, and number 30, Devin Hampton there on the stop. So the Cougars will have 1st and 10. They will spot the ball at their own 18-yard line, and that is where Miles Launius, senior, leads the offense. Running backs will be Norvon Saldana, number 9, Perry Preston, number 4. Receivers, Joey White, number 3. Brian Slocum, sophomore, number 12. Your tight end is going to be Keyshawn Daniels. Your offensive line, James Lofton, number 78. Malik Holmes, number 55, number 58. That is going to be Herschel Wafer. He's at 1 guard, and Dario Saldana is at right tackle. 1st and 10 for the Cougars, and it'll be a handoff to Saldana, and Saldana is going to get past the 20 to about maybe the 22-yard line, so a good churning run up 4 yards for Saldana.
Number 9, Norman Saldana on the carry.
So 2nd and 6, they'll say officially 2nd and 5 for Lamarque. So the Cougars are going to spread out to a 4-receiver set. Slots on either side. As Launius will drop back, swings it out. Ball is going to be caught by White, and White is going to be close to a 1st down. Should have enough for a 1st down.
Right at 31, I think.
Yeah, that's 1st down there.
So Joey White, seen a lot of this kid during 7-on-7. He is a very talented receiver, and there are flashes of him that, you hate to bring it up this early, but there are flashes of a Jarrett Perry with him.
Oh, man.
So 1st and 10 for the Cougars at the 31. They'll try to counter to Preston. And Preston almost turned the corner and got something big, but a nice tackle there by number 24, Darren Joby, junior defensive back, kept that 3-yard gain from being a lot more than that.
Boy, it's rare when you see somebody take him down like that.
So 2nd down and 7 coming up. The ball is at the 33-yard line up Lamarck. 7:53 to go, first quarter. Preston Saldana in the backfield with Lanius as he is directing traffic. Play clock down to 9. Lanius rolls out, evades the rush, still going, turns the corner, has room, and a first down for Miles Lanius. Saw that the play was going to develop the way he wanted to, but that is senior savvy right there, making something happen and getting a first down.
Got a little bit more muscle on them bones this year too, guys.
He does. He's worked out a bit. He's worked out considerably, and you can tell on that play. Arm tackles probably aren't going to be the best way to bring him down this season. Pickup of 9 on that play, so 1st and 10 for the Cougs. They will go into a pistol set with Preston behind Lanius. And flags are down. First hanky of the season.
A little bit of movement, I think.
A little bit of movement, not the way Coach Mike Jackson wants, especially when you consider the fact you've got 4 returning starters on that offensive line. So movement will take the Cougars back 5.
Start called against the Cougars.
So we'll set them up with a 1st down and 15. They'll spot it at the 38-yard line.
Boy, what a beautiful night for football, guys.
Isn't that the truth?
Weather is just almost perfect.
Got this morning, had a little bit of taste of fall in the air as well. 1st and 15, potentially free play, but they will slow that down. Lanius.
Where's the flag? Oh, there it is over on this near side.
Yeah.
We get those 5 back, should
be able to get those back. One of the things that Lanius was able to do last year, very successful in drawing teams off, and that is what we're going to see. Officials confirming that, yes, the defense did jump.
He had an average of at least 1 a game last year.
Yeah, about maybe 2 or 3 a game.
Yep.
There were a couple of games where he got about 4 or 5. So we will reset this back to a 1st down and 10 at the Lamarck 43-yard line. 6:34 to go, first quarter. Lamarck trailing 6-0. Opening drive of the game, opening drive of the season for the Cougs. Pistol set. Handoff is going to be to Preston. Preston trying to find some room, turns the corner, does so, past midfield, gets the 1st down. He's going to be out of bounds. See where they'll spot him at around the 47-yard line. So a gain of 10 by Perry Preston. All district 1,000-yard rusher, led the Cougs in rushing last season. Off to a strong start, and they'll move the chains. You talk about the size of Ball's offensive line. Lamarck's defensive line appears to have a nice size advantage against Galveston's front.
Especially over there on that far side where it's anchored by number 58, Herschel Wafer.
Yes. 1st and 10. Again, 4 receivers set for the Cougs. Lanius will hand it off to Preston. Spin move. Pent deep in the backfield, and he is going to be tackled for a loss.
Oh, that was a headshot there now.
Yeah, it was unintentional. He was going
close,
down.
But, he was going down. Very good point. But it is nonetheless going to be a loss of about 2 as the Tor is able to smell that one out.
Boy, if it had been for that spin move, it would have been a lot worse.
It could have been much worse. A familiar name as the defensive coordinator for the Galveston Ball Taurus, Corey Mangum.
Oh.
Promoted to the defensive coordinator this offseason. So 2nd down and 12 for the Cougars at the 49-yard line at Galveston Ball. 5:13 to go, first quarter. Again, 4 wide set. Lanius drops back, has pressure. He'll throw the screen to Preston, and Preston gets to the 45. And that's about all he'll get because number 4, Evan Bennett, smelled the play out, stayed at home, and was able to blow that play up for a minimal gain. They got about maybe 3 out of there. And had Bennett not stayed at home, you might have seen that play be even bigger than that.
I still like the play call, though, guys.
So 3rd down and 11 coming up.
No, 9.
Oh, third swing pass ball is going to be caught by number 33. It's going to be Christian Franklin with the reception, but flags
We'll
are
take
down
that
and we'll
penalty.
take the 5-yard penalty.
That wasn't a hesitation on the center, though, simulating the snap. I don't know. I guess not. Okay. At
No,
first,
they'd-
I thought he
they'd
might have
have-
simulated the snap.
They'd have blown that dead immediately if that had been the case.
Okay. Well spoken as a referee.
So it will move things closer. So a 3rd down and 4 coming up for the Cougars. They are at the 41-yard line of Galveston ball. 4:26 left to go, first quarter. And Evans is the fullback. You've got Norvon Saldana now in the backfield. You've got the big 200-pounder lined up. Still plenty of time on the play clock for Launius to set up. Launius drops back, swings. Ball's going to be caught by White, and White breaks a couple of tackles, and they'll get the ball down to the 31-yard line. So a quick hitter by White, his second catch of the game, is going to move the Cougars. A gain of 8 on that play. So the Cougars moving the chains. They're inside the
Right at the
35-yard line, right at the 30-yard line.
I like the way Lamarck is playing to its strengths. It's not trying to take a man-on-man with power running.
Again, 4 wide set. Franklin in one slot. Kobe Gatson, number 15, lined up to the far side in a slot. 3:50 and counting here in the first quarter. Still 6-0 as the Cougars trying to answer back from Ball's opening touchdown. And we have got a flag down.
False
That'll
start.
be a false start.
Must have been a receiver over here.
Yeah, it looks
Yeah,
like it might have been.
Not covering the guard over here on the near side.
So it is.
That's
going-
possible.
Yep.
Left him uncovered.
Left him uncovered. That's it.
So that will push the Cougars back 5.
False start called against the Cougars.
All right, Launius, do your thing. Get them
So
5 back.
first down, exactly. 1st and 15. Now at the 35-yard line as we're at the 3:30 mark of the first quarter. Launius hands it off to Saldana, and Saldana's got room. Saldana breaks a couple of tackles. Saldana's going to have about 4 tours. Finally bring him down as he'll get that 5 yards back and more as he is going to be stopped. They'll see where they'll spot him at the 26-yard line. So a gain of 9
yeah.
for number 9. Will make it 2nd down and 6. Personnel changes. Slocum and Gatson out as Preston will come back in. Slocum will come back in.
Launius looks a lot more authoritative, or whatever the word I want to say this year,
Yeah,
guys.
he looks a
Lot
little
more in
more
control.
relaxed. Yes.
Yeah, there you. Thank you, Lewis, for bailing me
3
out.
wide set. Launius pump fakes. Steps up. Throws downfield. Looking. And it's going to be incomplete. Intended for Franklin, but a good effort by number 13, Michael Fox,
Yeah,
senior
it was.
defensive back. Played it perfectly and kept Franklin from getting a clear opportunity at making the reception.
That sent a message there, guys. I like that call right there in that particular part of the field. Now we just need to still pick up 1st down.
3rd down and 6 for the Cougars. At the 26-yard line, a ball. Preston and Saldana in the backfield. A free play. They'll swing out incomplete. But that should move the Cougs 5 yards closer to moving the chains.
Well, that's 3rd time on this drive,
Yep,
guys.
it is. It is the 3rd time.
He's
Yep.
keeping his average.
Yep. You'd have to expect that with 2 teams that, obviously the rivalry, but, 2 teams with only about 6 days to prepare for each other.
Yep.
You feel that, there's going to be some sloppiness, plus, the fact you hadn't played in a couple of weeks.
Ball High didn't even have a
No,
scrimmage
they
at all.
did not. They were scheduled for a scrimmage against Friendswood, but obviously the Storm took that one away. 3rd down and 6 now. Actually, a little shorter than that. Launius has got the 1st down.
Good safe play.
You
He
run
got
behind that big offensive line. It is a nice way to keep them chains moving.
At least 4, if not 5 yards out of that.
He needed 2. He got 3. So move the chains for Lamarck, 2:17 to go first quarter.
Man, what are we about on the 6-minute mark on this drive? Something like that?
Yeah, we're approaching 7 minutes on this drive. 3 receivers set. with Franklin in slot. Lanius counterplay to Saldana, and Saldana is going to carry the ball to around the 16-yard line.
Gain of 1.
Stop made by number 56, Kyle Copeland.
Good power run nonetheless. That's going to be, that's something that we're going to be looking forward to, I think, all year out of Saldana.
1 minute, 44 seconds to go in the first quarter. As this Lamarque drive.
Boy, it's a beauty so far.
It has been. Oh, the 3 false starts by the ball defense has helped, but nonetheless, this has been a very methodical drive. As you mentioned, Cougars playing to their strengths. They'll run the sweep to Franklin, and Franklin will get to around the 15-yard line. Tours were able to stretch that play out. Number 3, Michael Franks. Number 35, Javon Elliott there on the stop.
That one was telegraphed a little bit, guys.
Yeah, it was.
6 yards to go for the Cougars.
So 3rd down and 6 coming up for the Cougars. We are inside 1 minute to go in the first quarter. 3rd down and 6 for the Cougs.
He's going to call timeout. Yep.
Looks like he will.
Yep.
He'll go ahead and take it. We'll just wait for that clock to run down and get the official time, and we will get it. So we'll take the timeout with them. 37 seconds to go first quarter. It is ball 6, Lamarque nothing. Coug Sports Net will be right back. So after the first timeout by the Cougars, it is a 3rd down and 6 for Lamarque at the 15-yard line. Miles Lanius at quarterback, and they'll have Jerry Evans in as the fullback in a pistol set. 2 men in motion. It'll be Evans and 35, Keyshawn Daniels, and it'll be Lanius going up top, looking, and it'll be incomplete. Again, looking for the back of the end zone, was intended for Joey White, but good coverage there by number 4, Evan Bennett.
Yeah, Bennett had inside position on him that whole way, and that was going to be a difficult pass. That's one where you've really got to get some air underneath it, get it over that upper shoulder, and let him go up and get it.
Mr. Rubio.
So the Cougars will attempt the field goal, and where he has got it lined up, looks like it will be a 32-yard field goal attempt by the senior, Pedro Rubio. Number 3, Joey White, is the holder.
Come on, Mr. Rubio, break the ice.
Low snap. Kick is up. That kick is blocked. Cougars will fall on it, but the Tours get the block. And how appropriate, Mike, that a Corey Mangum coach defense and
Bay
the kick
City,
block.
2004.
You know exactly where I'm going. Number
2004.
13, Michael Fox. A flag is down.
Bay City, 2004. Corey.
Yes.
Did I nail it?
Yes, you did. Yes, you did.
I could still hear you, just like it happened yesterday.
There you go.
Uh-oh, what do we got the flag here?
Well, let's see what the indication is going to be. Looks like a dead ball, personal foul. That's going to be against ball.
High.
Okay, personal foul, so they'll offset.
Offset.
So the Cougars with a 14-play drive, but unable to get points out of it. So with 23 seconds left in the first quarter, the Tours will get the football back.
That snap was a little low. The handler couldn't quite get it set for Mr. Rubio. But all in all, though, guys, I'm still satisfied with that drive.
No, you'll take it.
I mean, yeah, that was still a very productive drive. It shows you right here that a 3A team can still take it man-to-man with a 5A team.
1st and 10 for the Tours at the 16-yard line. So Martavian Jackson and the Tours with the football for the second time this evening.
Well-rested Lamarque defense. Let's see what they can do now.
Jackson snap, and it'll be a hand-off to Devontae Hunt, and Hunt leaps forward. Ball is loose. That ball came loose, and it is going to be Lamarque's football.
There we go.
And number 99, Marlon Ford.
Marlon Ford, the touchdown machine.
Have you ever seen a defensive lineman that is such a ball magnet? The way that Marlon Ford has been his time at Lamarck.
He's a self-made highlight machine.
That is one good way of looking at it.
He is.
So the Cougars get the ball back.
First turnover of the season in favor of Lamarck.
And they will get the ball back at the 24-yard line. So Hunt will get credit for 8 before losing the football. 16 seconds to go in the first quarter. Well, the Cougs with a unexpected opportunity, but try to make the most of it.
It's going to run
And
out.
it looks like we got
an injured player, so let's take a timeout here.
That will do. Coug Sports Net will be right back. All right. So after the injury, Cougars have a 1st and 10 at the ball 24-yard line. Saldana and Preston in the backfield with Lania. Sending a counter play to Saldana. Saldana's got room and a convoy, and he'll churn those legs inside the 15, inside to around the 13-yard line.
Darius Saldana on that offensive line, getting in behind him and assisting a little bit.
Huge play, gain of 9 on that one. And end of the first quarter as Saldana and the Cougars unable to get that last play off, but nonetheless, it's the Cougars trailing Galveston ball by a count of 6-0 after 1 quarter play. Coug Sports Net will be right back.
Coming back now, we've got Lamarck setting up 17-yard line. And Perry Preston gets it. He breaks the tackle. And he takes a hard thump, but gets inside the 10-yard line all the way down to 6. Nice run.
Galveston defender's going to remember that one.
Yeah, he is.
Boy, that picked up. That's 1st and goal now, guys.
That is. So 1st and goal for the Cougars on that run by Preston. 1st and goal spotted at the 7-yard line. It'll be Preston cutting it back. And Preston walks in for a touchdown for the first time in 2017. Cashing in, cha-ching.
Hey, and I got the mayor too over here, guys.
There you go. More hands for high fives.
Oh, and that defense got to be winded too, guys.
Oh, there's no question.
I mean, what is that, like 18 plays that they've had to defend?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, counting that missed extra point or that missed field goal.
The missed field goal and the penalties, that does add up. The Cougars set to attempt an extra point that could give them a 7-6 lead with 11:38 to go here in the first half.
Mr. Rubio should have a little bit better opportunity this time around.
White is the holder.
Oh, that's offsides.
Kick is up, and the kick is going to be good.
Was there a flag?
No flag.
Oh, my goodness. That ball was in the backfield when the ball was snapped.
He was, but a good hold by White. And the Cougars will take their first lead of the 2017 season. 11:38 to go first half. It is Lamarck 7, Galveston ball 6. Coug Sports Net will be right back.
All right.
So a short drive, 3 plays, 23 yards. And it was Norvon Saldana with 9 of those yards, and Harry Preston 2 carries, 14 yards and a touchdown. As Rubio set the kick back deep for the Tours, number 13, Michael Fox, number 24, Darren Joby. And it looks like it will be Joby as around the 13-yard line, steps back, and it's going to be stopped by a host of Cougars at around the 26, 27-yard line. Amongst those on the stop, number 5, Kavius Simeon. Also number 8. Don't have a number 8 on the roster. But nonetheless, he makes the stop. And the Tours will have a 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line as they trail 7-6 with 11:33 to go here in the first half.
This is good old-fashioned class of the Causeway, guys.
This is.
Now, here. I love it.
Back and forth, power football on both sides.
Dalton in the backfield, and it'll be a sweep to Bennett. And Bennett trying to find room, and Bennett's not going to find much of anything as that Cougar defense swarming in at the stop. Jerry Evans.
Walker. Jaden Walker grabbed him around the legs and did not let him go.
Helped him up and long enough for Jerry Evans to get in that stop along with Jaden Bishop. So a gain of 1 will make it 2nd down and 9. Jackson Cross-back throws underneath. That ball is going to be dropped. Pass was intended for number 2, Donovan Walker, and Walker was thinking more about the upfield instead of holding on to the football. So an incompletion.
All right, let's
We'll
make
make
a
it
good.
third down.
Yeah, they haven't flipped a marker over there on the far side, but we know it's third down.
Third down and around 8.5, more closer to 9. So the Tours will break out a 4-wide receiver set. Cougars a 4-man front. They do show blitz, and they do bring it. Swing pass is going to be caught by Bennett, and Bennett isn't going to get far at all. Flag down late, but the tackle made by number 24, Shandon Simon Pete. We'll take a look and see what the flag is going to be. It was thrown in the backfield.
I think it was holding. I think it was holding initial indication.
If indeed it is holding, the Cougs will gladly refuse that one.
Yes, they will.
Yep, you'll decline that one. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Fourth down.
Yeah, the reaction of number 21, the receiver for ball, Nigel Green, and telling you all you need to know on that one.
That's it.
Boy, you know you've got a well-played first quarter when this is the first punt of the ball game, guys, in the second quarter.
Yeah, 1 turnover on the part of ball
on
ball high, and then a turnover on, or actually a blocked field goal. But other than that, quite clean.
Number 16, Gabriel Ramos, is your punter.
Who we got in the backfield?
Deep, number 3, Joey White. Number 4, Perry Preston. Flag is down.
Too many men on the field.
Aye, aye, aye.
Yep, illegal substitution.
Now that's going to move it up about a yard shy. Now, do they gamble a little bit here?
See, it will put the ball at around the 36-yard line. So it does look like Coach Kim Landers is going to keep his punt team out there on the field.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good move because you could be a big momentum swing if you don't pick up that first down.
So Ramos to punt. White and Preston at around their own 34-yard line, and that ball is going to be high and hanging to Preston around the 35-yard line. He'll break a tackle. Flag is down. Preston still going, and he will finally be stopped at around the 42-yard line before being dragged down. That looks like it was a hold or an illegal block by the Cougars, but nonetheless, it will go against Lamarck, and they will have a little more real estate to contend with than they might have expected.
Well, they started off on the 18 on that first drive, wasn't it?
Yes. Inside inside the 20 ball. We'll take a look and see the foul.
Lamarck has probably got more yardage on offense right now, I believe, at this stage of the game.
They do. They do, as they will put the ball at the 27-yard line of Lamarck with 10:17 to go in the first half. So the Cougars with the ball, 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line. 10:17 to go, first half. Preston and Saldana in the backfield with Lanius at quarterback. With the snap, and it's a bit of a mistake there.
Yeah, he tried to make that handoff to Saldana. Saldana didn't realize the ball was coming his way, and it just wound up in air.
It did. You know, Lanius with the presence to go ahead and recover the football. That could have been disastrous right there. So a loss of 1 will make it 2nd down and 11 with the 9:51 to go in the first half.
Plenty of time on the play clock.
There's Lanius again, 3-wide receiver set. Franklin in the slot, and then it'll be a carry to Saldana, and Saldana will get to around the 29-yard line. Yeah, he did give about 3 or 4 tours, a nice little piggyback ride. Last guy off was number 10. That's going to be Ahmad Lee. Also in there was number 50, Michael Herrera. So a gain of 3 by Saldana will make it 3rd down 7 at the 30-yard line. 9:16 to go in the first half. They'll go now with a 4-wide receiver set. Franklin and Gatson are the slots with Slocum and White lined up outside. Lonnie is back, steps up, throw. Ball's going to be caught. Preston first down, close to a first down.
Yeah, it's going to be close.
It'll depend to see where they get the measurement.
He got it.
I think so, too.
Yeah, he did. He did. That play worked well.
First down.
Needed 7, got 8. 1st and 10 for the Cougars at the 44-yard line. Excuse me, the 39-yard line. With 8:44 to go in the first half. Pistol formation. There's now movement and now a timeout by the Cougars. It'll be their second. With 8:33 to go first half, we'll take the timeout with them. It is Lamarck 7, Galveston ball 6. Coug Sports Net will be right back. So after the timeout, it's Lamarck's second. 1st and 10 at the Lamarck 39-yard line. 8:33 to go first half. Cougs with a 7-6 lead over the Tours in the clash at the Causeway. Preston in the backfield. Again, they'll go with the motion and move it to the far side. Lions will give it to Preston, and Preston is going to be stuffed maybe a yard, and that would be generous.
Call it 2, maybe.
Number 94 ball, Quentin Mason on the stop, along with number 50. That's going to be Michael Herrera. We'll pick him up 2 by Preston. It'll make it 2nd down and 8 at the 41-yard line.
Who's number 12 for Lamarck over here in this?
That's going to be Slocum.
Yep, Brian Slocum.
Brian Slocum, sophomore. Franklin in a slot next to Slocum. And it'll be a counter play, and Saldana's got room. Saldana around 6, maybe 7 on that play.
Good looking running back.
We'll get to around the 46, call it the 47-yard line, so he will pick up 6.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 for the Cougars.
So 3rd down and short. It'll say 3rd down and 3 with 7:26 to go in the first half. Preston back in the backfield with Saldana. Tor showing blitz. It's a free play as Franklin will just go out of bounds, will just be stopped. As
That should be a first down.
Hobbling a bit there. Hobbled momentarily on the ankle.
What'd the referee throw the hat for?
Not sure what that
referee
was
threw
for.
Either a second penalty or somebody.
I was gonna say,
Typically, it means that somebody went out of bounds and came back in bounds. But
I was thinking at first it might have been a face mask when they were actually
That's what I'm
tackling
thinking.
Franklin over here.
So you could have a case where you've got
free play,
play and then tackle on 15 if that is indeed a face mask on ball.
Yeah, they'll decline the one and take the other.
We can see what the call is going to be. But nonetheless, it looks like it's going to be very favorable for Lamarck.
Offsides, ball high.
Against ball, that's going to be refused.
Declined. Yep.
And a dead ball personal foul.
Face mask, I
face
bet you.
mask,
Yeah.
it is.
I'm pretty certain that's what it was.
So the Cougars are going to get 15 yards off of a free play, and that is going to put them 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Up Galveston ball with 7:11 to go in the first half.
Offsides called against the Tours.
So 1st and 10 for the Cougs as they're inside ball territory. 3 drives and they've been inside ball territory each time. Lanius has Preston and Saldana in the backfield. Franklin lined up in the slot. On 1st and 10 at the 39, low snap, hands off. Preston seeking room, turns it up. Preston breaks a couple of tackles, and Preston will be knocked down at around the 32-yard line. He wanted a face mask, but you'll take the 7-yard gain nonetheless. A good run by Perry Preston. Tackle made by number 7, Devontae Yoakum.
I like the way
give him 8.
This offensive line, we need to name them again, Brandon. I tell you, the offensive line is starting to gel pretty quickly in this first game of the year.
4 returning starters, 3 were all district performers last season. So having that and a 1,000-yard back in Preston, and a promising bruiser in Saldana, certainly showing what the potential of this Cougar offense could be. As we have 5 minutes and 59 seconds to go here in the first half. Counter play is going to be to Preston. Turns the corner, has room, and he'll be stopped. A huge hit there by number 21 for the Tours. That is going to be Nigel Green, but it's going to be a 1st and 10 for the Cougars at the 25-yard line of Galveston ball with 5:48 to go in the first half. Give him 6 on that play.
This defense is starting to getting gas,
You're starting to see hands on
Yes,
hips.
sir.
With 5:48 to go first half, you think about that opening drive. As you mentioned, Mike, it set the tone a bit with the fact that even though you didn't score points, you started wearing that defense down a bit. Back, and it's a free play caught by Franklin, and Franklin ball popped loose, and it's caught.
Okay.
36.
Now, do you take the first down and 5 yards, or you take second down and 3 to go?
Joey White with the catch off the fumble.
I'm not quite sure how they're going to do that one, Mike.
I think that there wasn't a flag thrown, so
then
you'll go
take
ahead and take it.
You got to.
Who's the completion
Yeah.
to?
The complete. Yeah, who do you? Technically, you give it to White.
That's what I thought. Okay.
Second down, handoff is to Preston, and Preston's going to cut back. Green with the open field tackle.
That's first
And
down.
around the 15-yard line, he is going to be close.
Woo, boy, that's right on it.
That
He
is
moved it back.
Very
moved it
close.
back.
Inches short of a first down. So 3rd and short coming up, 4:36 to go, first half. Ball at the 16-yard line. Lanius calls his own number, has the first down, has a little bit more as that offensive line is going to carry him inside the 10.
That's
around the 9-yard line.
That's a 5-yard gain there.
So Miles Lanius moves the chains for the Cougars, and a first down and goal for Lamar with 4:16 to go in the first half. They'll call it 1st and goal at the 10 as the Cougars knocking on a door to extend a 7-6 lead.
Defense is suck and win, guys.
Preston in the backfield with Lanius. And it'll be Preston, and Preston, that play is going to be, play is going to be stopped, even though Preston was never officially tackled.
Yeah, why did they blow that play dead?
Quick
That
whistle.
ball was still alive.
It was. They gave up on that play pretty quick. Number 13 for ball, Michael Fox.
Yeah, that official's coming over there and telling Preston, hey, we did that for your own good, I guess.
Let's see, he lost yards, and at the end of the day,
Yeah, but he didn't lose near as
he
much
didn't
as
lose
I
as
thought.
much as you thought. Yeah, he ended up losing just 3.
4. Yep.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
All right, come on, Cougars.
So 2nd and goal from the 13-yard line.
Come on, keep putting your foot on their neck. Come on.
Evans in the offense now as he'll line up as the H-back. Saldana will come back in.
Oh, play clock's down to 5.
Yeah, they're going to hurry up and get this one off. 2-1, just got it off. It'll be a sweep to Preston, and Preston has the ball pop loose, and looks like that could go the other way. One man to beat, and that's going to be a touchdown. Number 24, Darren Joby, with a 96-yard fumble return for a touchdown. The ball just popped loose out of the hands of Preston. Joby caught it in stride, and with the type of speed Joby has, he did not need much before he made that touchdown academic.
I wish they'd have called the timeout, guys.
In
But-
hindsight,
Yeah, I mean, they rushed that play, but son of a gun, it is what it is. But still, a good drive for Lamar, guy. It's still, this ball game is far from
over.
being over. I guarantee you, Lamarck is making a statement tonight.
so we will wait and see the extra pointer. We'll see whether or not Kimball Anders will decide to go for 2.
Go for 2, yeah.
A 96-yard return, and regardless as to what kind of record or what kind of optimism Ball High comes into the season in, you can always guarantee the Tours are going to have plenty of speed to burn on that team. So we'll wait and see. Looks like they will bring in the extra point team. No, looks like they're going to bring in the 2-point team. Looks like they're going to bring in the offense. No, actually, okay,
no,
they will. They'll go for the field goal, the extra point, I should say.
Point, yep.
Boy, they always say things can turn on a dime.
Your Cougars, you have to hope that you don't let that swing of momentum bring you down. Like you mentioned, Mike, they've been inside the Ball High 25-yard line all 3 times. They've had the ball inside the 10 twice. And that drive had 2 fluke fumbles that, we'll see. We may not see the rest of the year.
That's true.
And a timeout by the Tours as they will look to have second thoughts about things. 2:57 to go in the first half. It is Galveston ball 12, Lamarck 7. Coug Sports Net will be right back. So after the timeout, the Tours
They've changed their
are
mind.
going to change their mind, and they are bringing the offense in as it will be Jackson setting up for what will be a 2-point attempt. In the backfield with Jackson is 14 Clarence Dalton. Jackson rolls out, steps, looking, throws, will try to run it in, and he will fly in. Nope, they didn't. Oh, the knee went down before he got in.
He went down before he crossed the plane.
Oh, wow.
And it
So
didn't,
the ball,
and he didn't have to.
Knee was down
did
before
not.
the, yeah.
He could have walked that in.
Yep. All he needed was to take one more step.
Yeah.
So to clarify the people watching this replay, the knee was down before the ball crossed the plane.
Correct.
That's it.
Interesting score.
12-7 with 2:57 to go in the first half. We'll take the quick break. Coug Sports Net will be right back. So after their touchdown return to make it 12-7 and the failed 2-point attempt, number 22 for Lamarck, that is going to be Devin Smith. Number 4 for the Cougs, Perry Preston. They are lined up at around their own 12-yard line.
Yeah, they're swapping sides now, trying to confuse things just a little bit.
And it's going to be a high kick that's going to be fielded, bouncing around, and Preston will field it on a hop. Trying to turn a corner, and he is going to still be on his feet before finally being dragged down. Tell you what, Perry Preston is not going down easy regardless of how many Tours are coming at him.
Exactly.
And after that last play down here where they blew him down a little bit quick, there was no way in the world that referee was going to blow his whistle until he saw Preston on the ground.
Exactly.
Yeah, Preston probably gave him a little bit of a, let me
Just
say.
a discussion.
He said,
He had a
discussion. Like, ref, you don't trust me? I could have got out of that.
Well, looks like we might have a re-kick.
Yeah.
Yep.
So we might have had an offsides
Yes.
possibly for ball
Yep,
high.
there's the flag at the 39-yard line of ball. So an offsides against the Tours.
Yep.
So they will kick this one off at the 35-yard line. Just take 6 seconds off the clock. So 2:51 to go here in the first half. As it is going to be number 33 as this purple program.
Yeah, we may have to have a little bit of light, Mikey.
Yeah, Zach Lerner
Okay.
will be handling the kick at the 35. Lerner slowly but surely goes ahead, and he will kick it high. And again, looking in the direction of Preston. He'll grab it, and the ball bounces off of Preston on a one-hopper. He will try to get the corner, does, still going, before finally being bumped down at around the 38-yard line. Tackle made there by number 22 for the Tours, and that is going to be Christian Dalton. So the Cougars, one timeout remaining with 2:44 left in the first half. They are trailing 12-7. Tours scored on their opening drive, a short touchdown run. Cougars taking advantage of a turnover to score on a Perry Preston run before a 96-yard fumble return. Ajobi, 4-ball, made it where we are at 12-7. 4 wide set for the Cougs. Lanius will hand it off to Saldana, and Saldana will be stood up.
He hit a brick wall there.
Yes, he did. A host of chores there
Number
on the play.
56 was the number on that brick wall.
See that number there, number 56 for the chores. That is going to be Kyle Cooperman on the stop. Ended up getting 2 nonetheless. So 2nd down and 8 coming up. 2:15 to go first half. Lanius with 4 wide receiver set. He'll drop back. Quick hitter to Franklin. Franklin turns the corner. Franklin will be dragged out of bounds. They'll say he was in bounds at around the 44-yard line. So a gain of about 3 on that play.
Speed it up a little bit, Cougs.
So 3rd down and 5, 1:46 to go first half. Cougars do have 1 timeout remaining. Again, a 4 wide set. Saldana's the only man in the backfield. Lanius looking to redirect the play. Play clock down to 9. Still with time. Actually, you're kind of running out of time. A handoff is going to be to Saldana, and Saldana is going to be short of the first down as he ended up gaining about maybe 2, actually 1 on that play. So 4th down coming up for the Cougars. So with under a minute to go in the first half, Cougars will elect to punt. It will be Pedro Rubio handling the punt for Lamarck.
First punt of the ball game for Lamarck.
Rubio is senior, 4-year varsity performer. So he will await the snap. And Rubio gets it off on floater. It's going to bounce out of bounds at around the 25-yard line. So a 29-yard punt for Rubio. Towards 31 seconds left. They do have 2 timeouts, so it'll be interesting to see as to whether or not the Cougars will be, the Tours will try to take a shot downfield to see if they can make something happen, or if they'll be just content to go into their corner with a 12-7 lead.
Spreading it out.
They are. They're making no bones about their intentions. Dalton in the backfield with Jackson. 3 wide receivers over to the near side. We'll see as to whether or not they'll go conservative, whether or not they'll get a bit aggressive here. It'll be a handoff to Dalton, and Dalton is going to be stopped. You're not going to do a lot of successful running with Ford and Saldana up the middle.
That's it.
Dalton will get about 2 on that play.
They don't seem to be too much in a hurry, guys.
You turn the ball over once, you do have the lead, so there's no reason to try to put yourself in a situation where that momentum is taken away from you.
Yeah, that one's going to be the half. We're down under 5 now at 3 seconds.
2 and 1. So 24 minutes of action is complete. It's the clash at the causeway the way you'd expect it.
Yep.
Physical and close. It's the visiting Tours leading the Lamarck Cougars by a count up 12-7 at the half. Enjoy the halftime. Coug Sports Net will be right back. Start of the second half here at Ether Stadium. Clash at the causeway has the Lamarck Cougars trailing the Galveston Ball Tours by a count of 12-7. Brandon Williams alongside Mike Lockwood, Lewis Perrin Jr. And for those of you who may not know, Lewis Perrin Senior Stats left us during this offseason. And, there aren't enough words and emotions that can describe how much Lewis Perrin meant, not only to me, but for, the Coug Sports Net family. He was, Mike Lockwood was the heart and soul. Lewis Perrin Sr. was the conscience. He was that guide, that senior guide in the years of stories, some clean, some, not so clean. And of course, the Skittles.
Lewis is down there grabbing us some refreshments, so I can say right quick, when Lewis came up to the press box, I said, Lewis, I know this is going to be a different season for you. He said, 6 times in 35 years I didn't come to a Marque football game with my dad. So he'll surpass that in the first 6 games of this season. But, you know, his memory will live on, Brandon. And, my gosh, wherever we went, it didn't matter if it was rain, freezing cold, wind storms, blazing heat. Senior Stats is always by our side.
Hey, he was. You know, you talk about, you know, we've played some very cold contests, played some pretty hot ones as well. But, you know, no matter what, you know, he was there. He was just a constant presence for us. You know, the years that he did Stats in his last few years where he was just there to just be with us, to be a part of the family, you know, he will be sorely missed. But as the mayor, Bobby Hawkins, said before kickoff, he's got the ultimate seat. We know right now he's taking some time out and he's watching those Cougars, and I'm sure he's got some thoughts about how to get these Cougars back into the contest.
Definitely has home field advantage on us now.
Oh, he certainly indeed does.
All right.
Started the second half, and it'll be Lerner 2 kickoff, and it'll be back deep, fielded by Smith, and Smith is going to evade a couple of tackles. He'll try to get to the corner. And he's trying to get a little creative, and will finally be dragged down and around the 18-yard line. Just good coverage there by the Tours special teams.
You got to like the spunk in him, though.
Yeah, you do. And this is the kid that we saw late in the by-district loss to Cold Spring. We saw some spring in its step. He showed some spark. He's one of those guys that you're looking forward to seeing this year, and we'll certainly see, you know, our fair share of him as the season goes on. I'll take a quick look at the starting lineup again for Lamarque. And tack to start the second half. Quarterback is Miles Lonius with Norvon Saldana and Perry Preston in the backfield with him. Brian Slope and Joey White are the receivers outside on 1st and 10. And it'll be a counterplay to Preston. And Preston trying to turn the corner and flagged down.
It better be. It better be.
Funny thing is, the head referee, who was looking right at it,
he was
didn't
5
throw
feet away.
No.
Yeah.
Carry.
Yeah, that was either a face mask or a horse collar. One of the
either
two.
way, that's moving 15 yards for the Cougars on that one. Good penetration by the Tours, but, you know, there are better ways to bring him down without costing your team 15 yards. And that is exactly what that has done. 5th penalty of the night for Ball. That is now 45 yards in penalties for Galveston Ball.
And that wasn't an incidental one either.
No. Well, there was a little bit of intent on that one, but it is a 1st and 10 for the Cougars. Take a look at the rest of that offense. Keyshawn Daniels at tight end. We'll take a look at that offensive line momentarily. Lonius drops back, rolls out, steps, looking, and he's just going to lob that one out of bounds. Was looking in the direction of White, so it'll be an incomplete pass. So make it 2nd down and 10 for the Cougars. Offensive line for the Cougars, James Lofton and Darius Saldana are your tackles from left to right. Malik Holmes at left guard, Herschel Wafer at right guard, and Pedro Rubio at center. This offense has had a lot of success. It's their 11th first down of the contest compared to just 3 for Galveston Ball. 2nd and 10 coming up. Ball at the 31-yard line. We play to Saldana, and Saldana got to the line.
He ran into that wall again. Number 56 out there, and number 3.
Number 3, that is going to be Michael Franks. Number 56 for the Tours, Kyle Copeman. And it looks like the Tours have adjusted to that counterplay, because the last couple of times Saldana has tried that, he has running headlong into that front 4 of the Tours.
Well, guys, I just got a text from none other than Jim Tortorici, the prophet. We are going to win this thing. Lamarque 20, Ball High 18.
I like the way he thinks.
There's a good thought right there. Man in motion, 3rd down. It'll be a sweep to Franklin. Can he turn the corner? He won't be able to, as the Tours able to string that out. Number 45, that is going to be Nestor Lozano, sophomore linebacker, and that is one way to continue seeing game time if you're a youngster making a play like that. So for the 2nd time tonight, the Cougs will punt, as Pedro Rubio will be back deep to punt for the Cougars. Back deep for the Tours to field the punt, number 13. That's going to be Michael Fox, and number 24, Darren Joby. Joby's the difference in this game with the touchdown off the fumble return. And they will let this one bounce. It'll be fielded by Fox. Fox trying to find a wall and can't find it, and a flag down. Looks like that is going to be a horse collar. Tackle was made by the Cougars.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I'm not so sure. I think that may be a block in the back there.
Okay, Shandon Pete with the tackle. Late flag on the play. We'll see what the call is going to be.
Holding.
A hold
Ball
against
high.
the Tours. Another penalty against Galveston ball, so make it 6 for 55 for Galveston ball. So with 10:01 to go in the third quarter, Tours will get the football for the first time in the second half, as that holding call is going to take them back to the 17-yard line. 35-yard punt by Rubio.
Lewis, we talked about your dad's Skittles at halftime. May I have a couple?
I would appreciate it if you did.
Thank you, sir.
First and 10 for the Tours at the 16. They're saying the 16-yard line. And it'll be a sweep to Bennett, and Bennett's going to be stopped. Jalen Bishop coming in. He gave the initial hit and allowed his teammates to finish the job.
Thank you, Senior Stats, for the Skittles.
Indeed.
Yep.
Brings up second down and
So
10
a
for the Tours.
gain of none. No gain on that play. So second and 10 coming up. Jackson at quarterback, hand off to Dalton, and Dalton trying to find room, and he'll get to about maybe the 19-yard line. Host the Cougars there on the play. Number 21, Jeremiah Taylor.
Ball high, coming out a little conservative compared to the first drive of this
They
game.
were very focused and very, very aggressive on that opening drive. But they have not done much since. They really haven't had the ball much since. Third down, Jackson back, has pressure, evades one defender, and he will be stopped at around the 20-yard line.
Good defensive
Joel
stand.
Sumlin there with the stop. And the Tours will go 3 and out as the Cougar defense rising up to make the stop.
Wasn't there a Darian Sumlin back in the day for Lamarck?
There was a Sumlin in the back of the day.
That's what I thought. No, but I'm old enough to have known it might have been his father, not his brother.
You never know. That deep two punt for the Tours is number 16, Ramos for the Cougars. It is Preston, number 4, White, number 3. They are lined up at around their own 45-yard line at 8:05 and counting here to go in the third quarter. Ramos will get it off, does not hit much on it, and gets a huge bounce.
That hit the back of a Tor, didn't it?
Yeah, it did. Should be a dead ball up here.
Let's see if the officials saw that.
Doesn't look like any of them saw it.
Yeah, it
Nope.
looked like it came off the back of the shoulder pads on the
It
Tor.
did. It did, because you can see that ball took a strange hop
Yeah, about
before
40
Preston got a hold of it.
Yeah, about the 42, 44-yard line, something in that area. But
I'm surprised Jackson is not saying something about it.
4-9, parked on Norman Street.
So first and 10 for Lamarck at their own 42-yard line, 7:54 to go third quarter. It's a 12-7 score.
Rio.
That's the Cougars with their second drive up the second half. They went 3 and out on the first one. We'll see as to what Mike Jackson and offensive coordinator John Lonius do in order to counter a ball high defense that has stiffened up over their last couple of possessions, over the last 2 times that they've stopped Lamarck. First and 10, they've got Evans in as an H-back. Preston in motion. Handoff is going to be to Saudade, and again, that Tours front able to sniff that play out. Number 42 for the Tours. That's going to be Jalen Toussaint along with number 90, Quentin Mason, there on the tackle.
Lamarck had a little bit more of a finesse offense, guys, in that first quarter, playing to their strengths, short passes. Now it looks like trying to be able to soften up the middle of that defense, see if that might play key in the fourth quarter.
Showing a little bit up the old, there's a little bit of wing on 2nd down and 8 at the 43-yard line. Lania's play action, rolls out, steps, throws, ball is going to be in and out of the hands of Perry Preston.
Wouldn't have been much there.
No, not at all. Torres smelled that play out. Number 35 for Galveston ball, Javon Elliott, stayed at home, was able to apply some pressure on Lanius. Like you mentioned, Mike, that play, even if he had caught it, would not have gained much because Preston was blanketed by a couple of Torres. So 3rd down and 8 coming up. 7:04 to go here in the third quarter. Cougars will go now a 4-receiver set. Preston in the backfield with Gatson, number 15, and Franklin, 33, lined up in slots. Lanius drops back, steps, throws, screen, and it's not going to work. Torres smelled that one. Number 45 for Galveston ball, Nestor Lozano, and I'll tell you, Mr. Lozano's a sophomore making his varsity debut, and he is going to get a lot of love from the coaching staff based off a couple of plays he's made in the third quarter. So another 3 and out for the Cougars as that ended up losing a yard.
Last 2 drives for Lamarck, net yardage, 0.
Wow. So Rubio able to get the punt off. Takes a bounce for Fox at around the 13-yard line, gets to the 20, 25, 30, and he'll be stopped around the 32-yard line. So a 19-yard return by Fox off of the punt by Rubio. So a gain of 33 on that punt.
Ball High's defense made some halftime adjustments. Of course, Lamarck, like I mentioned earlier, they were playing a little bit more finesse in that first half and playing a little bit more power ball in the second half. I think the offensive coordinator for Lamarck going to realize they're not going to be able to take them toe-to-toe, man-to-man with the power game.
No, not with the power and with the numbers game. That definitely favors Galveston ball. They'll be able to rotate fresh bodies in and out. Counter plays is going to be to Dalton, and Dalton will be tripped up. Good play.
Number 8.
Number 8 there on the stop.
Number 14, Clarence Dalton on the
Don't have an 8. Don't have an 8. Actually, number 8 is Cameron Henderson.
Okay.
gain of 1.
So a gain of 1 by Dalton. So 2nd and 9 coming up. Low snap. Jackson swings it out to Bennett. Bennett gets to the 35. Will be stopped around the 38-yard line. So he'll be like 3 yards short of the first down.
And down there's Jaden Bishop again on the stop.
So pick up a 7. So only got a couple yards short. 3rd down and 2 coming up.
5:25 here in this third quarter.
Jackson again with a low snap will get it to Dalton. Dalton will be.
I think he's going
It's
to be
going to be
stopped
close.
short.
Boy, it is going to be real close.
Henderson, Bishop, and Evans there on the stop. We'll see where the measurement comes. Oh, he's going to be about a hack real short.
Yeah, about a half yard. Length of a football, they're going to go ahead and measure it. Oh, I don't know that spot. They look like they may have moved that up a little bit. It's going to be closer than I thought.
You see where the 4th down, the down marker is.
Yeah, but that down marker's a yard off the line.
Well, we'll see how this plays out. 5:05 to go in the third quarter. A bit short. I would be shocked if Kimball Anders brought in the punt team. Not with the kind of size that you have, and you got a big back like Moore. We'll see what the verdict is going to be, and at the end of the day, it is going to be
Short.
Very
Link
short.
of a chain type short,
6 inches, guys.
or less.
Yeah, this is a rivalry game. It's the opener of the regular season, and there is no better way in the game. Put some faith in your offense by letting them go for it on here.
Also probably being able to do a little bit of cadence, try to draw Lamarck off sides.
Oh, there's no question where that ball is going to. If it's not a quarterback sneak, if Jackson doesn't go under center, I will guarantee you all the coffee in Starbucks that number 23 is going to get the football. Number 23, Nick Moore, 230 pounds of bad intention.
They've got him in a slot though right now.
They do have him. Yep. We'll see what happens here as they look like they will go into a bit of an I formation with him as the H-back. Handoff. It's going to be to Dalton, and Dalton will get the first down. Dalton's got a little bit more. Dalton's got midfield, 45-40, 35-30 inside the 25. See where they'll spot him. They needed 6 inches to get the first down. Dalton said, yeah, I think I can get a little more than that.
Beautiful spin move right as he hit that line. He spun right hard and then had green space.
A big run that will take it down to the 17-yard line.
To the 17-yard line.
So a gain of 48
That's good for Baja. First down.
on that run by Dalton. First down, and it'll be a handoff to the fullback, number 30. And that's going to be Devon Hampton. Tours have got a wave of running backs that they are throwing at Lamarck. As that is going to be Hampton's first carry of the evening. Pick up of about 3 on that play. So make it second down and 7.
2nd and 8 for the Tour.
4:11 to go here in the third quarter. And in motion will be a reverse, and it's going to be a touchdown. Number 15, Fitzroy Van Horn hits the corner and will score from 15 yards out to extend the lead now to 18-7 with 4:02 to go in the third quarter.
Other than that first quarter drive for Ball High, they've had 2 big plays.
They have.
The 96-yard
The
fumble.
Yep, and the run on
and
fourth
then
down.
That's correct.
So the Tour stretching it out to 18-7 with 4:02 to go in the third quarter. They will attempt the 2-point conversion again. Jackson fell short on his first 2-point attempt. They'll go in motion, counter play to Dalton, and Dalton got pushed in. Henderson was kind of shoved him in. He gave him, was like, I'll give you an assist on that one. But nonetheless, it's a 2-point conversion that's going to extend the lead now to Galveston ball 20, Lamarck 7, 4:02 to go, third quarter. Coug Sports Net will be right back. 4 minutes, 2 seconds to go, third quarter. Torres marched downfield, the big run of 48 yards by Dalton. Set the stage up for the Van Horn touchdown run. Dalton getting the conversion run to make it 20-7 with 4:02 to go in the third quarter. Smith and Preston back deep for the Cougars, as this ball is going to be in the direction of Preston and around the 9-yard line. It'll get to the 15-20. And it'll be stopped at around the 20-yard line. Again, good coverage. And again, a name that we have called a lot of today, Michael Fox. And the Cougars' field position has really not been, average field position has really not been in their favor this evening.
It has not. They've been average probably inside the 30.
Yeah.
In high school ball, that's back there a bit.
So 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line, 3 minutes, 54 seconds to go in the third quarter. Cougars are going to have to open up the offense a little more to try to solve this ball defense that has really stuffed them up late. 4 wide set. It'll be a handoff to Saldana, and that just is not working. As again, the Tours, 4 or 5 men swarming to the football, and you look at the lead guy, number 90, Quentin Mason, number 50, Michael Herrera. They have really established that front line for the Tours this evening, especially here in the second half. No gain on that play, so second down ball is going to be caught by Gatson, and Gatson will be dragged down. Not much on that play. as they tried the quick screen, and Gatson with his first catch of the night, not much. So 2 plays by the Cougars, no gain. So 3rd down and 10. So you have to think that the Tours will try to pin their helmets back in an attempt to bring the heat on Lanius. Lanius rolling out, looking, throws downfield. Ball is going to be caught by White. We'll see where they get the spot. They gave him the spot in the first down. Big catch there by White, and the Cougars needed that one.
Miles Lanius' pass is complete to number 3, Joey White.
So first down for the Cougars at the 31-yard line. A gain of 12 on that play. 1st and 10, Lamarck at the 30-yard line. Handoff again to Saldana, and again, the Tours are just sitting on that play.
Gain of 3 on the play brings
You know, you're getting 2, maybe 3. You're still putting yourself in passing situations. And that is not a situation you want to be with the Galveston defense, and especially the secondary of the Tours that is deep and experienced. 2nd and 7 coming up. Again, a 4-wide set. Lanius drops back, throws underneath. Ball is going to be caught by White, and White will get to around the 37-yard line. So be a pickup of about 3 on that play. So 3rd and short coming up for Lamar. I'll actually give him 4. So a 3rd down and 3 coming up for the Cougars. 1:35 to go into 3rd quarter. Lanius getting the Cougars in a no huddle or trying to dictate the pace as he will go under center. He'll try to call his number, and that line should be close. Looks like he got it.
Yeah.
Boy,
he did.
that was a gutsy call there,
That
guy.
was. That was. It will move the chain. So Lanius taking things to himself right behind that big offensive line, and he's limping. And now it looks like there's a stoppage of play, and they will have it tight. They're going to stop it. Stoppage of play. We'll go ahead and take the break. Coug Sports Net will be right back. So Lanius will have to sit out at least one play. They'll bring in Kobe Gatson, who has a catch already. He's normally the backup quarterback, converted to receiver in training camp. Want to get him out there a little more often this season.
And there's also another important thing you need to tell everybody.
No, I'm kind of related to him. Handoff is going to be to Preston, and Preston's got room. Preston cuts back. One man to beat Perry Preston with his biggest play of the night. And the Cougars get a first down off the run by Perry Preston. Ball down to the 26-yard line. And Perry Preston found a huge hole, and he let the athleticism do the rest.
Release the beast.
32-yard gain.
A gain of 32 by Perry Preston makes it 1st and 10 for the Cougars. Handoff, Preston trying to turn the corner, does 25 down to around the 21-yard line. Tackle made by number 6, Austin Lawrence. And that play, the previous play by Preston, giving the Cougars some life, much needed.
He's got to stay out this play with the helmet coming off. Is that correct?
No, if it's pulled off, he doesn't have to.
Okay.
Now, they
Plus,
may
he
be
was out
heavy.
of bounds, too.
Yeah.
Under 30 seconds to go in the 3rd quarter. 2nd down and short, 2nd and 5 actually. Lanius will hand it off, and it will be Saldana, and Saldana spins forward, and he'll get the first down. His best run in quite a while. That offensive line starting to gel just a bit and looking a lot like the line that they were in the 1st quarter. 13 seconds to go, 3rd quarter. Cougs in no huddle. We'll see if they can try to run at least one more play. A potential free play as he looks up, goes in the end zone. Ball is tipped in the air, incomplete. Good effort by number 4 for the Tours, Evan Bennett. Flags are down as the pass was intended for White, and that's an encroachment against Galveston ball, so tackle on 5 yards.
That's about number 5.
That's his 4th of the night.
4th. Well, we talked about at the beginning of the ball game that he has a high average of being able to draw the defense offside. He's picked up 20 yards just by his cadence in this ball game.
7 seconds to go, 3rd quarter. Cougs will get one more opportunity to run a play here. Lanius will hand it off. Saldana will get inside
good
the
power.
10.
Good power.
Power run there as Mason makes the tackle after 3 quarters of play.
Get your
Flash
4s
up
up.
the causeway, needs some 4s up as the Cougars trail the Tours of Galveston ball by a count up 20-7. Coug Sports Net will be right back. Start of the 4th quarter here. Clash at the Causeway 2017 version. Brandon Williams, Mike Lockwood, Lewis Perrin Jr. Tours up 20-7 over the Cougars, but Lamarck driving.
Down to the 5-yard line now.
2nd down and around 1.
This drive started back on the 19, so this has been impressive.
Lanius with Saldana. Will be a counter play to Saldana. Saldana walks in, touchdown! Norvon Saldana from 5 yards out cuts the deficit to 20-13 with 11 minutes, 52 seconds left. I'll tell you what, you look back, that Preston run was big, but even bigger was the catch by White on 3rd down to keep that drive alive.
Was it ever? And it was just past the 1st down marker. You're exactly right, Brandon.
That was a confidence boost that this offense sorely needed at the time. And it set the stage for the rest of this drive, capped off by the Saldana touchdown run. Oh, and Rubio with the ball tried to move forward, but unable to get much farther as the Tours were able to swarm him. Point after is missed, but still 11 minutes, 52 seconds to go in the 4th quarter. It is Galveston ball 20, Lamarck 13. Coug Sports Net will be right back. 81-yard drive capped off by the Norvon Saldana touchdown run. Point after was missed. 11 plays on that drive. Saldana had 5 carries for 18 yards. Lanius 3 pass completions for 14 and a run for 4. And it was Perry Preston, 2 big runs for 38 yards and a couple of penalties. And a penalty that the Cougars did not want.
You got that one right. They can take that ball right there if they so choose.
That came off his foot ugly.
That redefined knuckler. So 11:52 to go.
Yeah, they're going to.
Tours are going to get good field position out of this one.
All right, Lamarck D. Do like you did on the first 2 drives.
As you mentioned it, Mike, and you take away the fact that the Tours have had 3 big plays over the course of the evening. They had the big run, the 29-yard run by Dalton to set up their opening drive. Then the 48-yard run by Dalton to set up a score. And Preston right now is cramped up. Oh, he is cramped up pretty bad.
Yeah, he is hurting.
Yeah, he is cramped up real bad. You know, that is one of those, you need a double shot of pickle juice. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line of Galveston
pickles.
ball. Exactly. Jackson in and shotgun, 4 wide receivers set. And he'll hand the ball off to Dalton. And Dalton isn't going to get much. Correction.
How did he get through that?
I don't know how he got past that. That was a play that looked like he was probably going to lose a yard. But somehow Dalton got about 3 on that play.
You don't see Bishop letting guys get forward like that.
No, not often. So 2nd and 7. Throw the pass underneath, and that was so close to being picked. And that's a big play for the Tours as number 21 for ball. That is Nigel Green. He gets the reception.
Wow, they say it's a game of inches, and it was just an inch from being intercepted.
Oh my gosh, a half step quicker, probably less than a half step, and it is 20-19. Because no one was catching Cameron
penalty.
Anderson on that one.
There's a penalty.
The only
Holding.
flag, a hold. Well, that might explain how Green got open and available to get the first down yardage. So it's going to be a spot foul.
And the spot looks to be about the 48 of the Cougars.
48-yard line, so they will push this one back. So it'll be the 42 of Galveston ball.
Still working on Perry Preston down here on the sideline, guys.
Yes, yeah, he was.
But he looks like he's not in near as much.
Yes, he was about maybe 90 seconds earlier.
Woo.
10-yard penalty brings up second down and long for the Tours.
So second down and around 14, 4 ball. Jackson back, pump fakes, goes up top, has a man downfield and drop.
Straight up drop.
There is no way to define what Jayton Bennett did. There's no other way to describe it.
Yep.
4 little letters. Oops.
DROP.
Those work too.
Well thrown ball.
Yeah, he was listening to DRP. Yeah, K drop. Man alive. A good pass by Jackson. That would have been 6. See if the Cougars can make the most of it.
Looked like
Jackson
it, but they
evades
didn't call
for
it.
pressure. He's just going to toss that ball away.
And that's also.
Yeah, that's an intentional
that's
grounding.
what,
Yeah,
Yes,
look at all
sir.
them penalties come in. That ball never made it anywhere close to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that's 10 yards and a loss of down. Am I correct, Lewis?
Five.
5 and a loss of down. Okay. Boy, the defense for Lamarck has come alive on this drive, guys.
They have sparked out. They have sparked it. Been sparked, and I gotta tell you, that drop. That's a huge momentum changer.
Woo, boy, was it ever. Yeah, that might have been the difference in the ball game there.
Man, still plenty of time to go at 11:02 left.
Yes, it was a forward pass center, but it doesn't matter. It didn't clear the line of scrimmage.
But he looks like he's pointing like there's a penalty toward Lamarck.
Don't say the intentional ground. Nope, the illegal block. And then, it was a block below the waist, followed by the intentional grounding.
Yep.
So,
with Perry Preston out of the ball game with that temporary cramp, he won't be back receiving this punt.
No,
we got number 3
number
and 22.
White is still in there, and number 22, Devin Smith, is now back to receive the punt.
Lamarck should get good field position out of this, guys.
Ramos is the punter for ball. He is lined up at around his 22-yard line. White and Smith are around their own 36, and Ramos will get the punt off. A floater that will be picked
don't
up.
you.
White. That was dangerous.
Yes, it was.
That was very dangerous by Joey White.
I'm sure he's not going to come to the sideline and they'll pat him on the head.
No, I'm pretty sure special teams coach Robbie Hirsch is going to have a lot to say to him about that one, either in the next few moments after the game or certainly during film.
I wouldn't want to be in that film session.
Yeah, those are little bitty things, too, that can make a game change in a moment's notice.
So the Cougars 1st and 10, ball at the 28-yard line. Lions will hand it off to Saldana, and Saldana will get to the line of scrimmage. No gain on that play.
If you notice, Lamarck is not trying to do too much of a sweep. It's mostly up the middle in between the tackles.
You don't have Preston to run the sweep, and plus the fact that Tours are so good with their speed that they are able to beat Preston in most cases. Underneath, ball is going to be caught by Gatson, and Gatson's going to be tripped up, but it's going to be a free play. As for the 5th time tonight, Miles Lanius will get the Tours jumping.
I don't see the flag.
There it is, but there's the official with the encroachment.
Okay, that's all I need to see is the ball moving forward.
Exactly. So for the 5th time tonight, Miles Lanius has drawn the Tours offside.
You can imagine Kimball Anders over there throwing his clipboard down. Not again.
You know, I'm not sure how much of that is Lanius and how much of that is Pedro Rubio, who's the center, just delaying just long enough when he calls for that
ball
snap.
Popped loose. Saldana fumbled the ball, and it is picked up by the Tours, number 6 for Galveston ball. Austin Lawrence with the recovery. So the Cougs with their second lost fumble of the night. And the ball is going to be at the 25-yard line of the Cougs with 10:07 to go here in the game.
That wasn't needed.
No.
Second turnover by Lamarck. Tours have one. But it's a 1st and 10 for the Tours at the Lamarck 25-yard line. Jackson in shotgun, 4 wide receivers. He's got a man in motion. Jackson back, pump fakes, steps up, throws downfield, looking, incomplete.
Good defense.
Intended for number 2, Donovan Walker. Good coverage there by Chase Harvey.
If he got his head around, he got his head around at the very last minute.
Yeah, you were kind of holding your breath on that one.
Yes, I was.
So, 2nd down and 10 coming up for Galveston. At the 25, Jackson drops back, lost the football.
Oh, come
Picks
on,
it up,
come on.
rolls out, throws downfield, and it's going to be caught.
Caught down at about the 6-yard line.
Reception made by number 8, Jaden Bennett. He makes up for the drop touchdown pass with a gain of 20 on that play. So the Tours 1st and goal at the 5-yard line. And they're going to bring in the extra large.
Jumbo
extra large
package.
set, exactly, a jumbo set. As Moore will come in with Dalton lined up deep. It'll be a handoff to Dalton. Flags are down. Dalton was stopped, lost about 2, maybe 3. We'll see what the flag was.
Jaden Bishop along with Christian Middleton. Buddy, they just
They
teamed
knifed
up
in.
on him and got him, stopped him real short.
See what the flag was. That came almost as soon as that ball was snapped.
I thought it was a
And
false
it's
start.
no, they're going to catch the Cougars offsides.
Okay.
So it'll be
Half the
half the
distance.
distance to the goal. So 1st and goal again for the Tours, this time at the 3-yard line. 9:26 to go as Ball leading 20-13, trying to extend the lead and make it back into a 2-score game.
How about a fumble? We go the other way.
Maryland I formation here. And it'll be a handoff to Dalton, and Dalton will be stopped. It'll probably gain about a yard.
Clarence Dalton on the carry.
Tackle made by number 52 for Lamarck, Sterling Mack.
Joel Sumlin had a hand in there as well.
So 2nd down and goal, 8:54 remaining. Tours holding on to a 2013 lead as they will try to extend this lead. Again, they will go with Dalton as the deep back. Yeah, a bit of a Maryland eye set. 5 on the play clock. Handoff's going to be to Dalton. Actually, it'll be a rollout pass. That is going to be a touchdown. They brought everyone in thinking it would be Dalton, and instead Jackson had a wide open Nick Moore for the score. And Moore, with his 2nd touchdown of the night, scored one earlier on a run. He'll get the reception here. So 8:24 remaining. It is Galveston ball 26. Lamarck 13, point after pending. So see if the Cougar offense can come back. Hopefully, you'll have Preston back. And it looks like you will. He's got his helmet on, so he'll be set to return. Kick is up, and the kick is going to be good. So the fumble by Saldana gave the Taurus excellent field position. They didn't waste it. Touchdown catch by Nick Moore from the arm of Jackson makes it 27-13 ball with 8:24 left. Coug Sports Net will be right back. Taurus have taken advantage of both turnovers by Lamarck and cashed them in for touchdowns. This one coming from Nick Moore on the 2-yard catch from the quarterback, Martavian Jackson. 27-13, 8:24 to go, and the ball is going to be hung high in the direction of Smith. Smith will to the 20, cuts back 25, still going 30, still spinning, ball popped
Ball's on
loose
the
again,
ground.
and the Taurus have it again.
And
Number 7, Devontae Yoakum, comes up with the recovery. And the Taurus now, again with the football, deep in Lamarck territory, this time at the 27-yard line.
Preston was coming off the field even before that ball came down.
Yeah.
He made one quick break to try and get over to it, realized his leg wasn't going to do it, and he's back on the ground again over here at the sideline.
You might want to shut him down for the rest of the night. Yeah, I know it's Clash at the Causeway and everything like that, but, it's a non-district contest, and with the lack of depth that you have on that roster, you can ill afford to have him out for an extended period. So 1st and 10, Taurus looking for a potential knockout blow. It'll be a sweep to Bennett. Bennett trying to turn the corner, cuts upfield, gets to around the 24, maybe the 23-yard line.
Well, it'd be nice to get a turnover here, though, guys.
It would be.
The flag down.
No,
that's a towel.
Towel.
There's a towel. 7 minutes, 50 seconds remaining in the contest. 27-13 is the score.
Lamarck is trying to shuttle players in and out.
Yeah.
Ball high doing 2, and Lamarck only allowed to do 1. Not allowed, but I mean,
it's the numbers game.
Yes, sir.
Numbers game. You're a 5A team that's got about maybe 45, 50 ball players, whereas Lamarck probably suiting up around 34, 35. A counterplay, Dalton not much there as the Cougs able to snuff that one out.
Number 52 out there that time.
Sterling
Mack.
55, Malik Holmes also into that stop as well.
Marlon Ford's remaining in the game every play, guys.
3rd down coming up, 7:02 to go. If you can get a stop here and keep them off the scoreboard, it's still a 2-possession game. You'd have to think that if the Taurus don't convert the 1st down on this play, it's 4-down territory. Jackson rolls out. Looking, steps up, throws, ball caught, and a 1st down by the Taurus. Green with the reception, and that's going to move the chains.
Get him inside the 10-yard line, so it's going to be a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, they will spot him at around the 7-yard line.
Taurus going hurry up again.
15-yard gain. 6:31 remaining. And handoff is going to be to Dalton. Dalton will be stuck at around the 5-yard line, so he got maybe 2. I will say this about Galveston ball. The defense has been solid for each of the last few years. The big question was the offense. And by bringing in Jimmy Klingler, who's had success at Glenn Junior College, he's had success running those high-powered Manville offenses, bringing him in with the talent that Taurus have, you have to feel good if you're Kimball Anders and the Taurus based off of what you're seeing here this evening.
That's true. And I also feel very proud of our young men, though, from Lamarck. They've given them a hell of a contest.
Counter play. Dalton's going to run in for the touchdown. I'll tell you what, guys. Number 14, Clarence Dalton, is only a sophomore. And when I talked to Kimball Anders earlier in the summer about Dalton, the one word he just kept repeating, special. And he is showing that this evening. Make it 33-13 now on the 5-yard run by Dalton. with 5:38 remaining. Set to attempt the extra point, number 33, Zach Lerner. Lawrence is the holder. He'll wait the snap. Kick is going to be up, and kick is going to be good. So 5:38 remaining. Soares leading this one by a count of 34 to 13. Coug Sports Net will be right back. 4:13 as the Tours are on their way to a 1-0 start to the regular season. Kick is high, and he fielded by Smith at around the 8-yard line. We'll try to cut back to the 20-25 as where he will be stopped. And late flag as he bounced up and just bounced off of a Tour, and the Cougs looked like they were going to get 15 out of it.
Well, it was a little bit more than a bounce.
Yeah.
I think it was a little more than that.
5 minutes, 52 seconds remaining in the contest. And if you're Lamarque, you obviously want to get out of here healthy.
Yeah, and also you want to finish this on a high note.
Yeah, you want to try to
get a good drive.
A good drive, put this ball back in the end zone, make the score a little more competitive. But you look back at this contest, the turnovers just really, really piled up on Lamarque and the Tours.
The last two especially.
Yeah.
Of course, that 96-yard fumble touchdown.
Lonnie is scrambling. Lonnie has got some room, and he will dive to around the 46-yard line, so he'll get 6 on that play.
Yeah, not exactly a graceful slide or dive there, but it was effective.
Gain of 6 for Miles Lonnie. This will make it 2nd down and 4 for Lamarque. 5:08 remaining in the contest. Lonnie drops back, rolls out, looking, has a receiver. No, he'll call his own number, and he will step out of bounds about a yard short. We'll see whether or not they give him the first down. They'll say about a half-yard short.
Yep, about a half yard is right. Just shy of the 50, and he's got to get either right at the 50 or just over.
Boy, they're actually giving him a
very
They gave him a, see, 3rd and inches.
And there you go. They gave him a first.
No, they gave him the first one. Go figure.
Well, I say that was a very favorable.
You'll take it. 1st and 10.
Thank you very much.
1st and 10 for the Cougars. They'll take Saldana out, and we'll put Smith in at running back. 4:58 remaining in the contest. Lonnie is high snap. They'll give it to Smith, and Smith bounces out. Smith with the corner. Smith still going to around the 36-yard line. So Smith's first carry is a 14-yard run.
Pretty little run. Boy, he shot out of that backfield in a hurry.
Again, we saw him running the ball late in the playoff loss to Cold Spring. I'm just impressed with just the way he just pops out. Carried that on that play, and again to Smith. And Smith.
And again, quick through the line.
Smith
Look at this
refusing to go down.
And then showing a little, and then a late flag.
Late flag. He got 6 on the play.
That
See if
might
that'll
be a
stand
face
up.
mask.
It might be. I think you're right.
The signal almost looked like chop block, and he's looking over to the Galveston ball side of the line.
I thought they might have raked the face mask when they finally tackled him, but we'll find out here.
No, it looks like it is a face mask because,
against,
Cougars are gaining a little more real estate on that one.
About 15 yards worth of real estate. Personal foul, face
Yep,
mask.
it's what I thought, because when he was going down, they raked that face mask.
1st and 10.
So the Cougars were 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line of ball. 4:31 left. Lonnie is back. Steps up, throws, looking, and that ball is going to be intercepted. Threw it into double coverage, and that ball is picked off by number 6, Austin Lawrence, who has had a very active second half defensively. 4th turnover of the night by the Cougars. So at 4:24 to go, you expect Kim Landers and the Torres offense to just try to pound out as much clock as possible.
That's it. Ground and pound. They got 80 yards. That's a lot of clock they can kill.
Yeah. A lot of clock at a 21-point lead. he's got a lot of options to work with in the sense that, you can bring in some of your reserves, give them some opportunities for some snaps that you might not have expected they'd get.
Like Mike said, though, there's still a lot to be proud of. These
Oh,
boys
certainly.
they did not show any quit at all. They were playing for it right up until that interception.
Jackson at quarterback. Dalton still in the backfield for the Cougs. Handoff is going to be to Dalton, and Dalton shakes off a couple of tackles before he is finally brought down. Looks like around the 16-yard line.
Yeah, there was like one Cougar that was not involved in that stop.
And there you go, about no quit.
Exactly.
Number 33, Franklin, said, no, you 10 of you have got it.
So 1st and 10 for the Tours. 2nd and 8, for the Tours. Gain 2 by Dalton, and you expect Kim Landers will let that clock bleed down as late and as long as possible.
Yep, 10 more seconds. I don't expect to see this ball snap before 5.
Fake the reverse, and it'll be Bennett. It'll be number 23, Moore. He stopped. Holmes in on the play. Looked like someone also in there along with number 44, Justin Murray. So a gain of 2 by Moore will make it 3rd down and 6. So if you're Lamar, you can get the stop. Give your offense at least one more chance.
That's it. Make the game a little bit more
Make it a little more competitive.
Give them that 2-minute drill.
Yeah.
Practice,
We'll give Mike Jackson an opportunity to see what the 2-minute drill works in. Moore in the backfield with Jackson. Jackson back throws. Ball is going to be caught. Green trying to lunge. He's going to be short up the 1st down by about a yard.
Good swarming defense by Lamarck.
And that's what you like to see after a game like this. It got up, pat each other on the helmet. Good sportsmanship right there.
Lamarck's taking a timeout.
2:27 to go. We'll go ahead and take it with them as the Cougars trail 34-13. Coug Sports Net will be right back. 2 minutes, 45 seconds left, and the Tours will punt with 2:45 remaining. It's going to be Ramos set to punt back deep for the Cougars, number 33, and that's going to be Christian Franklin. He's lined up at around his own 39-yard line.
All right, Mr. Franklin, just hang on to the ball now.
Cougars 4 turnovers, 3 coming in the second half, and those back-to-back fumbles really swung the momentum of the contest. Gave the Tours a short field, and the Tours made the most of it. Ramos will get the snap. Cougars don't put much of a rush on. Wobbler that is going to bounce. Cougs will just let that one go, and that will die down at around the 36-yard line.
Yeah, 34-yard.
34-yard line. So 2 minutes, 27 seconds remaining. We'll see what the Cougars will do the rest of the way. Smith is back in the offense. Lonnie is still at quarterback. Expect to see the Cougars will go 4 wide the rest of the way. Now they have Smith lined up in the slot. So you'll have Smith and White lined up to the near side with Smith in the slot. Gatson slot to the far with Slocum lined up outside at 1st and 10 at the 34. 2:27 remaining. Cougs in a shotgun set. They'll toss it to Smith on the sweep, and Smith actually ducked the defender and got a couple extra yards out of it.
He did. Went down a little bit too low, though, to be able to keep his balance, and pretty much had to go down to the ground shortly thereafter. But it was a nice play.
He's still fun to watch.
He is. 5-yard gain. It'll kind of remind you of Ja'Cory Aldrich, the old water bug.
Oh, my goodness.
There's a name from the
Wow.
past.
Oh, yeah, 2010, 2011. Handoff is going to be to Saldana, and Saldana is going to move the pile. He's going to get at 4 on that play, so you'll be about close, about a yard short.
Yep.
will be back here again next Friday. Road won't be any easier as you'll take on a North Forest team that is loaded with talent. Handoff is going to be to Saldana. He's got the first down. He'll just hold on to the ball. And he'll get the first down. 3.
That's good for another Cougar. First down.
1 minute, 28 seconds remaining.
You know, guys, I look back on one big play that really could have made a big difference in this ball game was that fumble down here on the 4-yard line.
4-yard line, yep.
That was a big difference in, well, maybe not possibly the outcome, but
it swung momentum.
Yes, it did.
1:13 remaining. Cougars are just going to let the clock run down. Lonnie is back, steps up, throws, has a man downfield, incomplete at Franklin.
Good play.
Just led him a little bit too far.
And a bit too far. Franklin was streaking.
Now Lonius is limping.
He has been limping most of the second half. I don't know if, if it's cramps. That might be the case. He's shrugging it off.
Yep.
1:04 remaining. Saldana in the backfield with him again. Cougars with a 4-wide set. Lonnie is back. Swings it out, incomplete. Tried the quick hitter to White. He just had too much on it and just led him way too far.
Yeah, and we're in 4-down territory here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Well, guys, it has been fun to be able to get back.
Indeed.
I mean, we're about 2 weeks behind with the hurricane, but
it's good to be back.
Yes, it is, guys.
49 seconds left. Handoff is going to be to Saldana. Saldana's going to bull a couple of defenders. He'll get about 6, maybe 7 on that play.
Good running back.
He's got a lot of potential.
Okay, that was just third. I apologize.
He's got a lot of potential. Just a junior. And you got to think that he's going to have bigger and better days ahead of him. He is probably done for the night as he goes to the sidelines. Smith back in. 23 seconds remaining. 4th down and about 3. Longest will take the snap. They'll hand off to Smith, and Smith bounces off a couple of defenders, and Smith will get the first down. So he has been impressive. It's going the late goings of this contest. So there's one thing you can hold your hat on is his effort. 10 seconds remaining on that one. Lonnie is clock running. This will be the last play of the game. They'll hand it to Smith, and Smith
just couldn't keep his feet
up, and that will end it, guys. Not the way the Cougars wanted it. They played competitive, but turnovers and a host of big plays by the Tours, particularly on the defensive end, leads the way for a 34-13 victory for Galveston over Lamarck in the Clash at the Causeway 2017. Well, guys, like you mentioned, Mike, it is great to be back, and we will be back here again in the confines of Etheridge Stadium next Friday night. As we mentioned, it is going to be North Forest, a very talented North Forest team, and we will get a chance to see if the Cougars can even up their record at 1-1. So, for the guy with the best seat in the house, senior stats, Lewis Perrin Sr., Lewis Perrin Jr., Mike Lockwood, this is Brandon Williams saying good night from Etheridge Stadium. We'll see you next Friday night. Cougars take state.